Another morning of frozen solid footwear. Deep joy. This is where I camped last night. Fortunately I couldn't show you last night because it was so cold. Not too bad, but it was absolutely freezing, so at least the sun's coming in now. Good morning and welcome to day 58 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. My name is Prime and I'm walking 2,650 miles to raise money for combat stress, a charity that helps our military veterans and focuses on their post-traumatic stress disorder. Last night was really cold, had to get straight into my quilt and warm myself up. Then eventually I was able to cook some dinner and get some hot chocolate in me as well, so I felt a lot better after that. Today I'm in frozen shoes, so that's not the greatest, but they'll thaw out eventually. Luckily, the direction I'm going is where the sun is, so that should help. Hopefully I should get out of the woods and get warmed up. Today I'm heading 13 miles to the junction that takes me to Mammoth Lake's trailhead. After that I've got 3 miles and then I'm going to go to Mammoth and sort myself out there. So, it's freezing down here, so I'm going to roll out. That's a little bit of what the trail likes to throw at you sometimes. All of that is where the trail is, total snowdrift, and you just have to get through it and hope that you get back to the solid stuff. Amazing frozen lake though, looks incredible. I thought I saw in a picture for this bit there's a little bridge or some wood you could cross. No such luck. The lake is frozen solid just there, so I was able to get across. Just taking it nice and easy. Not the most safest thing to do, but didn't want to get across the water. And it is frozen solid. But there was some ice on the trail. It was just clear ice. Had it on poles, nothing happened. So, just took it nice and easy and got across. Alright, let's see where I'm going next. Made it across 2 frozen lakes. These are solid. There was a little crack at the end, so I just moved a little bit faster. Gonna get some water, and I'm gonna push on, and hopefully there's no more frozen lake crossings. Because they weren't overly deep. I think once all the water starts to recede, there's kind of stones to get across, so it's not too bad. But yeah, even this ice here, the thin ice, you can't walk on it, but it took a while to smash through it to get some water. So it looks like the Far Out app that I used to navigate is on the fritz again. It's taken ages to show my location, and I think it's just freezing out now. So the Sierras and the app really don't work well together. Luckily I've got my Garmin and I've been plotted the whole thing, but anyone that's just using the app, coming through here when it's just snow and they can't see the trail, they really need that app to work. So I'm hoping that's not a problem for everyone else, because Far Out, if this is a problem, you've got some competitors coming up. So you need to fix this. I'm going into Mammoth Lake, so I'm going to have to uninstall and reinstall again. Right? This is not what we want from a navigation app. This is why we should have backups. And this is why I've got the entire Sierra mapped out on my Garmin watch for situations like this. So I got down another wood of steep snowdrifts to be greeted by this lovely lake, and I'm hoping that ahead is free of snow. There's also a bridge to get me past the river crossing. Love it. Shows how much the temperature's been dropping the last couple of days. No such luck. I'm back in Snowdrift City. It's going to be a tough day. Another tough day. Heading down a river crossing, and it looks like there's a little bridge. Very little bridge, but there is a bridge. Right, let's get across it. We have a bridge. I mean, there's steps as well, but you know, the amount of snow melt we've had. Finally on a nice bit of trail. Makes a change. Had a little look ahead, and in just over 2 miles I will reach the 900 mile point on the trail. Can't believe it. Feel like I've been stuck in this little gap where I never seem to get any closer and closer. But I'm going to hit it today. That means that when I get to 900 miles, I have 118 to the junction that takes me to Kennedy Meadows, the unofficial end to the Sierras, and also where I can ditch my bear can. Right, I'm going to get down this 900 mile point and then get onto the trailhead. Town is calling. I have just crossed 900 miles. Oh my god, it's incredible. I haven't seen a sign yet. Sometimes they're further on, but probably because of the snowy conditions that the Sierras have had, there might not be one. But 900 miles on the trail, wow. The more miles I get today, the less for getting to Kennedy after I come out of Mallow Lakes. Let's keep looking around, see if I can find a 900 mile marker. I don't remember seeing one for the 8, so I might not get one for the 9 either. I'm also 4.4 miles to the trailhead junction that takes me down to Mallow Lakes trailhead. So I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm not sure I'll stop for lunch, might stop for a quick snack. But I'm just going to keep pushing for the trailhead. Most of this is now descent, and I haven't seen snow for quite a while, so hopefully it stays that way. Another river crossing. There's a log up here, let's go have a look at it. Yeah, I can get across that. And then I'm going to rest on the other side. So with the trailhead junction being just under 2 miles now, I have had a quick snack, I am forgoing lunch, and I'm just going to keep pushing till I get there. I'd rather get there sooner rather than later and get into town and get checked in somewhere rather than sitting here having a ramen noodle. And I'm looking forward to a big dinner tonight as well. Town food. It's town day. Oh my god, I'm so happy to get into town. And I know it's not been that long since I've been in a town, but the Sierras have been really tough, and everyone's saying the same. It's been tough on everyone that's out here. Just the crazy conditions we're getting. You know, the snow of May, but we're getting the snow melt of kind of July, where all the rivers are swelled up. So there's lots of things that slow us up in here, like these things. These slow us up, and we come across them all the time. Oh, and then a little stream you get across. Alright, I'm gonna get it down here without falling. It would appear that the PCT is not finished with us with the snow. It wants us to do some more, even though we're well below 10,000 feet. Nice. Love it. So right now I'm on the side trail that takes you 3 miles towards the trailhead. Some of it's been alright. There's a few bits that are still patchy and snowy. It slowed me down. But I'm in a good bit now. I'm going to keep pushing. I think it's 2:30 now. So hopefully not much longer. Could do with less snow though. Looks like there's some coming up. Yeah, it's going to hit us with more snow. Deep joy. About under a mile from the trailhead, just past a nice lake, and the snow has finally given up. I'm not saying there won't be any more just in front of us, there's still some distance to cover, but it seems to have given up the chase. The lake looks lovely. I'll get another viewpoint when I get it on camera. Some people out fishing on it. I just want to get to town. That's all I want to do. Get to town and get some town food. A long day, long hike. Oh, that's a sight for sore eyes. I'm coming up to the trailhead now. Lots of vehicles. See if I can find this number so you can call, unless one of these kind people can drive me to town. God, this was tough. This was a tough day. Look, it felt even snow here. Look at it. So there's a bus stop here. And they run every 30 minutes. Just get dropped off by some kind people that dropped us off here. I now need to get across the road and get to Hotel 6 and get booked in. So here's Hotel 6. Need to go and find if I can get checked in. And I really need to get some food. I am hungry. There's a lot of stuff here where I am. So I think this is a good stop. Everything seems to be here. Right, got myself in the hotel room. It's quite nice. I'll give you a wee grand tour. So I ended up going for 2 beds because it turned out to be cheaper than a single bed. TV there, got free access to the Wi-Fi, sink, towels, shower and bath. Look at this. So I've got a bed to sleep in and a bed to lay my kit out. Right, I am absolutely starving, so I'm going to nip across the street because that's where everyone seems to be and get some food. So I've just had a chilled out night, had a pizza and I brought it back to my room and uploaded a video and just watched a bit of TV. So a much needed chill out from hiking over the mountains in the Sierras. I was planning on doing a reverse in and out and spend the day here and then get taken back to the trail and then start hiking again. But I think I need a full day's rest and then go back to the trail. I am at the last stage. I am heading to Kennedy Meadows North after this, and it's my last final push. Kennedy Meadows is just over 100 miles away, so I think it's going to take me about 6 days depending on the snow conditions. So I'm going to have a much needed rest and I'm going to spend some more time here and get some admin done and get my resupply done tomorrow. So I'll go through my stats for today. So I did over 18 miles and they were not easy 18 miles. Let's have a look at my elevation. So elevation was 3,451 and my descent 3,973, and there was a lot of snow on the trail. It seemed to last forever and there was some very awkward descents to get past. So tough day. I'm looking forward to having a nice sleep in my bed. I'm about to go for a shower and call it a night. So I'll see you in the morning for another day on the PCT. Good morning and welcome to day 59 of walking from Mexico to Canada on the Pacific Crest Trail. I had a chilled out night last night in the Hotel 6 and I benefited a lot from it, but I'm going to have a zero here today. So I'm going to go out, get my resupply done. I actually still have about 3 days food left from my last trip. I overestimated how much food I needed for the last section. So I'm going to go out, do my shopping. There's a few places I want to check out, see what the hiker boxes are like, and get some town food. So, right, let's roll out.
Start the day right with a English breakfast tea and a burrito. I'm in the ski and sports shop right now. Have a look and see what they've got. Insoles, socks, new poles if you need them. Oh, some nice new Lecky ones. Cold weather gear. Hey. Snowboard might be handy for some of the climbs that I've done. There's actually a lot of places in town, so I'm going to pop in here, see if I can get my resupply, see what it's like.
So it's more bulk oriented. I just need a few individual things left. So there's another market across the road. I'm going to head to that now, just get some individual packets of ramen and see what's left. I didn't need much.
Another good outdoor store, there's a lot of stuff in there.
The town is not really short of outdoor stores, so you've got a lot of choice. They had a hiker box, but unfortunately it's empty. It's because we're the top 5%, there's not many people dropping stuff off. You know, I've got what I need from the hiker box in the hotel, so I'm quite happy with that. I just need to get some, just need to get 2 more ramen and possibly some hot chocolate. I can't seem to find that here, so I'm going to look in the gas stations and see what they've got.
Looks like I've also found Bigfoot. Hopefully I don't bump into him on the trail.
So here's the resupply for my next phase. So I'm hoping to get to Kennedy Meadows North, which is 111 miles away, in 5.5 days. So got my snacks. I've got my usual ramen noodles. Trying the wraps again. These are different ones. Hopefully they're a lot better than the ones I had. I do have still my emergency mashed potatoes in case it takes me a little bit longer. So yeah, all set for tomorrow. Back on trail, 5 days to Kennedy. And then we can say goodbye to the bear can. So I've had a good day in town. Got my resupply, got everything done, and also a dinner with a fellow hiker as well, so that makes a change from having dinner on my own. I am aware that I didn't do my health update on Monday, so I might as well do it now. Monday, as you know, was not a good day. I hit a wall and didn't want to hike, so this health report's more going to be, I think, more psychological than it is the physical, because my body's been absolutely fine. My left shoulder has not been giving me a problem for quite a while now. I still massage it every so often, but it's not been giving me any major aches and pains. The same with the rest of the body. It's just the terrain is quite hard, so it tires you out. So that's really the only major thing. The altitude, off and on, you can feel it. It's more so when you come off the trail and back on the trail, it takes your body a while to adjust again. And depending on the terrain will depend on how many times I have to physically stop. But I think the fact that I've been on my own for quite a while, you get to camp on your own, you hike on your own, you go over these massive passes on your own. I think that's contributed to how I felt on Monday morning when I just didn't want to do it anymore. So it's nice to bump into other people, chat to other hikers. These are all things that just keep you going. It's when you get really, really rubbish days and there's no one there to kind of support you or say, look, let's do this. And vice versa, if you're hiking with someone and they're having a bad day, you can help them. A bit like in Mission Creek. It's really hard to go up the creek, but it's much better when there's people around you to kind of help you and you can help them. Hopefully moving forward, I should start seeing more hikers on the trail, but still a long way for people to catch up. I'm just going to have to get on with it and keep pushing on. It is nice when you get to town and you can meet people, so that's going to help alleviate things. But I definitely think that more the kind of psychological aspect for this week's kind of health than it was the physical. I am looking forward to getting back on trail. I'm hoping for less snow and I'm hoping for a much easier time to try and get to Kennedy, especially as I'm moving into the Yosemite National Park area as well. So you're not in Yosemite, you're just kind of within their kind of limits. So I'm hoping the trail is a bit better and we're a bit more free of snow, but I do know there's still snow on areas up ahead. Tomorrow I'm going to get up and use the free buses that take you up and down. There is one that takes you up to Trailhead, so that's the plan. Rest of the night I'm going to chill out, pack my bag for tomorrow, have another shower, and then just sit and watch some TV. So a nice easy day. I definitely needed it compared to thinking I could do a reverse in and out and go back on the trail about 5 tonight. I wasn't ready for that, so I'm definitely ready to go back tomorrow. So I'm going to sign off here. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe, and above all else, help out combat stress, and I'll see you back on the trail tomorrow morning.